up? What's poppin'? What it do, D babies? It's your girl Dejj. As you can tell by our title, y'all know what the going on. So let's stop talking and get straight into the video. Period. I see. Girl, why you tryna be my wifey? I'ma eat that pussy like it's ice cream. Bet you ain't met a nigga like me. No need to say what I've been through. Okay, so y'all clicked on this video because y'all saw that thumbnail, y'all saw that title, and y'all wanted to see how your girl was doing what she doing something that she wasn't supposed to do at her age. So before I actually do start this video, if you are a family member, if you know my mama, if you are I don't know, but if you know that, if you're a family member and you know my mama or you know somebody in my family, click out this video because this is none of y'all business. That's just on period. Like, this is none of y'all business. Click out this video. Don't be sharing this to my mama or to anybody in my family, even though I am 18 now, but still, that's weird. Okay, so before I actually do start this video, I'm gonna give y'all a little rundown on a little background. So I was a freshman in high school when I lost my virginity. It was like at the end of my freshman year. I was dating this boy. I was 14, he was 15, 1 year older than me. He was a sophomore at the time. So we're gonna call him, I'm gonna just give him a name real quick. We're gonna call him Crackhead. That's kind of like an inside joke. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. But his name's gonna be Crackhead. So yeah. So me and Crackhead was dating for like 11 months already, and I had just told my mom that I have a boyfriend or whatever. So because at first I was just calling him my friend around my family, so but then I just was like, you know what, I have a boyfriend. And how she reacted to it, she wasn't really mad or nothing. She just wanted to meet him. Like, she wasn't a strict parent. She knew I was in high school, so she just wanted to meet him or whatever. So I'm like, all right. So basically that weekend comes and we go to pick him up from his house. So we go pick him up or whatever, and we come back to my house, and my mom, she drops us off and she leaves to my auntie house. So mind you, this is the first day that he came to see me. We saw each other before. When we met, we saw each other in person or whatever, but how we met is hella irrelevant. So yeah, so we were at my house or whatever, and I mean, it was late. It was like real late. It was like 8, I would say like 8, 9. It was real dark or whatever. So my mom left, and he was okay. So like, we was just like in the living room. We wasn't allowed to be in my room, so we was in the living room, and we was like you know, goofing around, being boyfriend and girlfriend, lovey-dovey, kissy blah blah. So I don't know how it happened. I don't know how it like came about, but basically he was just like I'm trying to find the appropriate word for this. Okay, I'm gonna just say it. He was like, let me finger you. Huh? And I'm like, mind you, I've never let nobody see me naked, never let nobody touch me down there, never let nobody see down there. Like, nobody hasn't seen me naked. Like, so I'm like, no. And mind you, we're on the couch like this basically. So I'm sitting right here and he's sitting right here, and I'm like, no. And then he like, come on, like, you know what boys do, trying to get in your ear, trying to get in your head, say whatever you want to hear. So I'm like, So then after that, I was thinking about it, and I'm just like, maybe should I? And then I was about to, but then my mom had came back. So I'm like, good, like, that was God. So she had came back or whatever, and we ate, he went home, whatever. So we couldn't see each other on school days. We can only see each other on weekends. So the next weekend he came back over, we obviously went to go pick him up again. So when we went to go pick him up, he came over or whatever. Mom dropped him off, but she didn't come inside. Like, she always leave us at the house. Like, say she'll leave at 8 and she won't come back until 12. Like, you know, she'll leave us at the house for a long period of time. But like, I guess she was just trusting me, you know. So yeah, so she left or whatever, and it was just us. So he would be like, let's try to go in the room, let's whoop. And I'm like, no, like, Mama said we can't be in our room. Like, no. So basically he ended up talking me into going in the room. So we went in the room and the lights was closed. Like, he was leaning up against the dresser and he had pulled me close. So he had pulled me close to him, whatever. And we was just talking. I don't know how it happened. I don't really remember how it happened. But basically I ended up letting him touch me down there. Not like put it in or whatever, but he ended up like was okay. I don't know if this is being inappropriate, but I just don't know how to say it. Say, okay, so he was just like rubbing. We just gonna say that. He was just rubbing down there. And like, you know, like I said, I never had nobody touch me down there, no nothing like that. So it was just like feeling good. So we was just kissing, he was rubbing, whatever. So I remember when he took his fingers out, he was just like, oh, you hella wet, like, with you, oh. And I'm thinking in my head like, like, period, the fuck. But he like, so let's do it. And I'm like, no, like, I don't think I'm ready for that yet. We'll do it. Woo. So what happened, I don't think we ended up doing nothing that day, because we was actually doing that for a while. Not every time he'll come over, but sometimes he will come over, instead of like doing the real nasty, he was just doing that. So then it came to the point where he came over one time over the weekend. So he came over, and I don't think we went to go pick him up this time. I think he met me at the mall. So he took the bus from the mall. Crackhead took the bus from the mall, and I met him because the mall from my house is like 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk, whatever. So it's like real short basically. So I met him at the mall and I walked to the mall, and then we walked to my house. We'll do that like around like 3. It'll be early when we meet each other or whatever. So then he'll stay over here all day, and then Mom actually started letting us in the room. So when she started letting us in the room, she started letting us with the door closed, but I don't have a lock on my door, so like she was just able to barge in whenever she wanted to. So, but I wasn't really thinking about sex, so I wasn't really worried about if we was in a room or not, you know. That was just on his mind, which that should be a red flag, ladies. If that's all a nigga is thinking about, I don't care how young he is or whatever the case may be, leave. Like, that's all he was worried about. So, but he didn't end up leaving after we did what he did. We actually was together for like 2 years after that, whatever. So we were laying up in my bed or whatever, and it's late. I had just took a nap when we had got back from the mall. I had just took a nap or whatever, and I woke up and it's like 7, 8, and we laying up in my bed. So Mom cooked dinner or whatever, and then she go in her room and she go to sleep. I know Mom go to sleep because she snoring and all that stuff, like, you know. So I don't know how, like I said, I really don't know how these conversations came up about. I don't know what we was talking about or whatever, or how I agreed to it, whatever the case may be, but it just happened. So we tried 3 times because it wasn't working. So the first time we tried it from the back. So I was like obviously bent over, and he was trying to do it, but it was not going in like at all. I was wet, everything, like it just wasn't going in. So he trying to do it and it's just not going in, not going in, not going in. But it's like hurting, like it was actually like pain hurting. So it just didn't work that whole time. So we like, all right, we don't know like what to do, whatever. So I'm just like, oh, like it's nothing, like I don't care if we do it or not. But yeah, so then the next day I go to school or whatever, and I'm talking to my best friend about it, my girl best friend. I'm talking to her, like, yeah, girl, we tried it, we'll do boo, but it wasn't going in. And I don't know why, but it just wasn't going in. And then she was like, girl, you can't do it from the back, you gotta do it like from the front, and maybe it was gonna go in, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So that the school weeks pass, and then we see each other the next weekend. So when we see each other that weekend, he come back over, and I'm like, I think I got a solution. Like, you know, thinking in the back of my head what my best friend told me. So I'm like telling him, I think I got a solution. So we on my bed, and my bed is like, my bed was kind of high. I had like a real high bed. So he's like, he was really taller than me. So we're on my bed, and like I'm in the position laying on my back basically. So I'm laying on my back, and he's trying to put it in, and it just like wasn't on it. And then it took so long to the point where he was just soft after that. So that didn't work, and I was just like I don't know what's wrong, whatever. So he like, I don't know, but help me get back up and we can figure it out, whatever. So I'm like, what you want me to do? And he gonna say to suck it. I'm like, boy, I'm not sucking nothing, because for one, not that I'm not that girl. You're not gonna put that in my mouth, nope. And for two, like, you just, is you retarded? Like, if it wasn't working, what makes you think it's gonna work again? Like, no. So I was just like, no. And then he was just like, man, whatever. So I don't know what we end up doing that rest of the night, but we didn't end up doing nothing. So the next day, go to school, tell my best friend everything what happened. Now I'm telling her like, girl, he was like to suck you to get back up, and she was like, well, was he gonna give you head? And I was like, I don't know. And I wasn't really thinking about head, because like I said, I was new to it, like real new to it, so I wasn't thinking about head and all that stuff. So I'm like, girl, I don't know. So then I'm like, but I didn't end up doing it or whatever, because like he had me messed up. She's like, girl, if it's not head for head, don't do it. Like, that's he out of his mind type stuff. So that week passed by. Then the next weekend, so the next weekend comes, whatever, and he comes up with the solution. We're laying in my bed again, and he comes up with the solution. So basically this is the third time that we're trying it. Mind you, I should have been like, I should have came to my conclusion like, girl, it didn't work the first 2 times, so maybe you shouldn't be doing this. But he was all up in my head, and I thought I was over the hills in love with him, but I wasn't. So crackhead came up with a new solution or whatever. So this new solution, he like, I got to finger you, like actually put my fingers inside you to like loosen you up, and then maybe I can. So I'm like, all right. So I'm okay with it, whatever, even though I'd never been fingered before, so I'm like kind of nervous, but I was okay with it. So we in the dark, mind you, all these 3 times we've been in the dark, because back then I used to be real insecure about my body. So like nobody has seen me naked, nobody has touched me down there, so it was like, you know, like I used to be like just real insecure about my vagina, most definitely. So anyways, we in the dark, whatever, and he doing it, and it's just like I'm not feeling nothing but pain, and he's doing it with 2 fingers at that, and I'm just not feeling nothing but pain. So I'm like, ow, ow, like, you know, like, I'm like, this really hurt, like, boy, what are you doing? So I'm like, okay, that's enough. Like, I think that's enough, because it was like painful hurting. But then I went, like, I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So I don't know what made me want to go to the bathroom real quick, but I ended up going to the bathroom. And when I'm going to the bathroom, I wipe and I'm bleeding, and I'm like, dang, like, he just popped my cherry, like, with his fingers though, like, wow, like, oh my god, like, he just popped my cherry with his fingers. So I go back in the room and I'm telling him, like, you popped my cherry already with your fingers. And he like, for real? Like, you lying? And I'm like, I'm dead ass. Like, what the fuck I got a life for? So he like, let me see. So I show him. I wipe again and I show him. And he like, whoa, like, that's crazy. So I'm like, yeah. Like, with your fingers are like, to me that's like weird. I don't know. But he's like, okay, now that your cherries popped, we're gonna, like, we can be able to do it. So I think we end up doing a missionary again. So we in that position or whatever, and he's like putting it in, but it's still like a, like, he still gotta force it because it's not going in at all. So he like forcing it in. I'm like, ow, like, ow, like, and I'm like just gripping onto him, like, ow, ow, like, it's really hurting. So he finally get it in, doing it, whatever. But he doing it, and I don't feel nothing but pain. Like, this hurt, and I'm like, if this is how it, like, I'm thinking in my head, like, if this is how it feels, I don't want this no more. So basically, after that, what happened? So after that, he like, it lasted, I'll say 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I was just like, and he didn't even reload after that. It was just like gone. Like, out of breath and all. I was like, for real, this is how it is. Like, because I have, my friends was all older than me. So, but my best friend, because I'm older than my best friend, but my other friends are all older than me, and they used to tell me like sex stories, and I was like, dang, like, for real, girl? And they'll tell me like, don't do it from the back first because it hurt, what you would, like, you know, they'll just tell me their stories. But they're like, after a while, like, your first it hurt, but then after a while it started feeling good. So I'm like, this like sucks. Like, 5 minutes and no reload. Like, I knew something about that. I might not have known nothing about sex, but I knew something about that. And I'm just like, he laying down, and I just pull up my pants, and then like my mom come pulling up in the car. Like, I can hear her car, so I'm hurry up and like getting my pants together, and we just sprint into the living room and sit down on the couch, act like nothing wrong. But it's just like, just sitting there. And then, so I guess like that was just, yeah, so that was it. That's my whole, how I lost my virginity. It's not nothing like real major to it. It hurt, most definitely. These are, I made this video because you guys requested this video. This is like the most recommended video to make, and this is what y'all want. If you are young and you are watching this video, I am not encouraging you to have sex. If I can have my virginity still to this day, I would, like, for real, because I don't think he deserved my virginity. He didn't deserve me at all. But yeah, so And the reason why I say he didn't deserve me, because we was toxic. Like, we was in a toxic relationship. It was horrible. But yeah, so that's how I lost my virginity. Hope you guys enjoyed it, D babies. Baby, can you